People, I don't believe it. Are Manchester United actually moving scary? Are Manchester United actually going to be quote-unquote back next season? Are Manchester United actually going to be a decent side next season, not be 15th place team? According to David Ornstein, Manchester United have contacted Brighton and they're exploring the conditions of a deal for Carlos Baleba. Brighton do not plan to sell this summer and sides are aware may move unrealistic. Manchester United keen and should known in the coming days if possible or not. And obviously David Ornstein from The Athletic. And that's not all. Fabrizio Romano has also confirmed this. They said Manchester United approached Carlos Baleba's camp this week to be informed on the player's situation. Brighton plan to keep Baleba at the club as the price tag will be very high, seen as difficult deal. Man United plan to get a new midfielder after Sesko deal this summer. This would ultimately... Manchester United have actually massively transformed their team. We're going to speak about their attack in a minute that they've built. But now they're rejiggering, they're rebuilding their midfield. Baleba and Kobe Mainu in a midfield. Shut up and go away. Oh my God. This kid will transform their midfield massively. He is a diamond for 21 years of age. Box to box, whatever you want, this kid can do. And the bit that gives me hope is Man United plan to get a new midfield after this summer, but it's not that bit. It's the price tag is very high. Hopefully, what Sir Jim was saying back in, I think, was it December when he was saying, this club's basically got no money, this and that. Now, I'm no massive, football, what is this? What's the word? Accountant, right? But the one thing why Manchester United will always be able to spend money, no matter how much debt they're in, one is because they've got the player pull. So that's already a massive factor. If the player wants to go to the move, you saw that with Newcastle, with Sesko. They got Sesko cheaper than Newcastle bidded. So, for example, player power is automatically one. And two, the revenue they make allows them to spend, no matter how much debt they're in. The revenue is absolutely massively factor for them as to why they can always spend. I just hope this deal is very, very difficult for them to do. That's what's kind of, giving me hope in that aspect. Because if they get Baleba and as a Kobe Mainu midfield, and we're going to speak about their attack in a minute, man. Oh my God. Yeah, and also IndyCar News reported. That guy, man. Who is IndyCar News these days? And obviously, I've just seen as well, Brighton have agreed to open discussions with Manchester United and sell Baleba if the right offer is made. Like, oh, shut up and go away, man. Oh, no. Now, I'm not going to complain. Look at the business my football club's done this summer. But that doesn't still mean I don't want Manchester United to do well. That doesn't mean I still want Man United to constantly fail and bring in crap players. Because so far this summer, yes, they've probably not brought in enough players as they would like. In terms of their planning, in terms of how quickly they got the deals over the line, they're probably not as happy with. But the fact is that they've brought in 3 good attackers, and they're about to bring in potentially Baleba. It's the fact that partner that with Kobe Mainu, the fact that you've already got a good core. Manchester United, I think, scored, in the Premier League last season, 40-plus goals. They've reformed their attack. That attack is going to score them 60-plus. You add in Kobe Mainu, Baleba, Ugarte potentially that can still do a job. Casemiro can still do a job. He's like, shut up and go away, man. Like, just shut up and go away. And then, I just hope Brighton just simply do not sell, because this kid will transform their midfield. Manchester United need that young midfielder that's going to come in and take the midfield by the grabs and elevate it, while also still having the experience of an Ugarte, still having Casemiro at the helm to be able to nurture that midfield as well. But we just have to hope it all blows up in their faces and they don't get the kid. But yeah, I'm praying. But on Manchester United's attack so far this summer, guys, they have signed Mbeumo, Sesko, and what's his name? Cunha. For me, fantastic business from their side of things, and obviously we know that Sesko, Manchester United are basically it's basically agreed. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Manchester United and RB Leipzig are in direct talks again to adjust fee package and add-ons to try and get the deal done ASAP. Follow Sesko's decision to join Manchester United, as revealed last night, with personal terms agreed. Sesko will train separately until the deal is done, ready to fly. So yeah, he's going to be a Manchester United player in the next couple of days. You add in the factor of Manchester United are going to go from an Ugarte, Casemiro, Kobe Mainoo as their main core to potentially Baleba, Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo, and also, you got Bruno in there. You probably want him more in the 10 because we know he's always going to bag goals and assists. Bruno's a playmaker. Look at the front three they're going to have. Cunha, in my opinion, was the second top three. I think over the course of the season was the second best right wing in the Premier League. /forward. He scored 20. I think he scored 19 goals and got like 10 plus assists in a mid-table bang average Brentford side. Cunha, one of the best, most versatile players in the Premier League last season. He can play off that left 10. He can play off the left. He can play as a striker, false line, whatever you want him to do. He's naturally going to bag you goals and assists. Add in the Benjamin Sesko. Now, me personally, I don't rate him. But if you add Rasmus Højlund, Xerxes in these men, all their goals put together, Benjamin Sesko scored more goals than all of them combined. So Benjamin Sesko will naturally score goals for Manchester United because look at the players that's going to be creating for him. Bruno Fernandes, Matheus Cunha. Then you've got Bryan Mbeumo as well. Where are Man United going to fit next season? This is why I will be recording my Premier League predictions probably on the Friday when my team Liverpool play Bournemouth. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Why would I record it a few days before when Man United could potentially go and sound like a Baleba? And that for me, game changes them and puts them up by 3, 4, 5 places potentially. Manchester United for me have gone from finishing 15th to probably 10th. Adding Baleba, that pushes them up massively up the ranks. What is Man United's biggest problem now? I've not watched bits. I've only seen bits of their preseason and listened to what fans have been saying. Obviously, watched them last season. For me, one of their biggest issues was the control in the midfield and the dynamism of that midfield, right? You had in a Baleba in there with Kobe Mainoo. We know Kobe Mainoo is an absolute gem. We saw him for England. We saw him for Manchester United many times where he bossed my team in the FA Cup and in the Premier League. So we know they can be a force in that aspect. And for them, if you speak to Man United fans, they say, what do you want for this season? They'd probably say Europa League. They'd probably say maybe try and push for Champions League space. You look at the teams around them. Tottenham, yes, they brought Mohamed Kudus and Pellegrini, but they've not done massive amounts of business. Manchester United so far have done better business. Newcastle, they've done better business than them. Aston Villa, better business than them. Bournemouth, better business than them. And these are the teams that are finishing massively above them this season. You add in these 4 players potentially, they finish above them. Like, do you know what I mean? So, I mean, goals alone will naturally probably allow them to finish above them. I think Brentford, for example, are going to be one of those teams that's going to be battling for relegation, in my opinion. So, it's going to be really interesting to see what is going to happen with the Baleba situation. But the fact that once they bring in a midfielder, hopefully it's not Baleba. Hopefully they'll go for someone else. And it'd be intriguing to see if they go bring in some more defenders or a goalkeeper. Because if they can get Martinez as well, especially because don't forget Aston Villa do need to sell guys. They do need to sell an Ollie Watkins or Martinez potentially with their financial aspects. So if they can potentially get a Martinez in as well, while adding in some of the players that they do have, I thought Mazraoui was decent last season. For me, I'm jealous they got Lennon Euro. I wanted him, man. Right now, we need a centre-back. Lennon Euro would have fitted that like a glove. So it's going to be interesting to see how Manchester United are going to do over the next coming weeks. I'm praying. We're praying. Even though I do think my team comfortably does still win the league and we comfortably finish away above them, but I still want them to fail in the transfer market. I still don't want them to get one of the best young prospect talents in the midfield, especially in the Premier League. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, let me know down below, comment down below, smash that like button, and make sure you are subscribing to the channel as well. Benjamin Seska looks like it's going to be here we go very soon, and Brighton open doors to Baleba. Oh God.